We just got out of seeing the new Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu, and we're gonna give our thoughts on it. By where, I mean me and Kevin. We're just gonna give our thoughts out quickly on what we enjoyed about it, what we thought was cool and all that. So yeah, feel free to comment your thoughts on it, leave a like if you enjoy the review, and yeah. I have no idea. Apparently people dislike this movie. I have no idea as to why. The marketing didn't throw me off at all. I didn't know what to expect. My expectations were kind of that the movie would be just a regular 7 out of 10. I didn't know what the plot would be. The trailers didn't give that away for me, thankfully. I was still intrigued. I knew it would be obviously about the Mandalorian. I knew Grogu would be a bigger part of it this time instead of just like a side character, since he's literally in the title. I enjoyed it. I thought the journey was fun. I thought the hut thing was so sick. I enjoyed Rada, Jeremy Allen White's character. He put on a crazy... I didn't recognize his voice at first. I knew what character he played, but I didn't really recognize him. Like he put on like a funny voice. It didn't sound anything like him, so he actually put on an actual performance, which was cool to see. I didn't expect that. I didn't feel like the Mandalorian was gonna die at first, but then after they started digging more and more into it, I kind of just started second guessing myself as to if he actually dies in this movie. But I could tell that they're soft launching it. I can tell that they're soft launching that Mando won't stick around much longer, because I mean, at the end of the day, he wasn't in the sequels, whether they thought about the Mandalorian as an idea back then or not. So I know at one point he'll have to go, or maybe they write it off somehow, but either way they're gonna split off at one point, and I can tell that they're soft launching that, and it made me sad. I got emotional. It was really touching for me. I'm a big fan of the show. I'm a big fan of the series, so this movie was really surprising in the emotional aspect. As for the villains, the Hutts were cool. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the Aura guy. What was his name? what was his name? The Aura guy with the sombrero or whatever.
It's just a bounty hunter.
Yeah, I mean, he was sick. He was so sick. Whether they ever bring him back, I don't think they'll ever bring him back for any, and they shouldn't. I'm glad they didn't kill him off, because he would have lost his whole thing was just that he was sick, and him dying would have been less sick, made him less sick. I don't know, the movie was cool. I enjoyed it. I guess people hate this. I guess it's not doing well money-wise. I guess Disney's gonna see this as more a failure than success, and they probably won't want to make another movie, let alone another season, since they're pulling away from the TV stuff. But if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend going to see it for yourself, especially if you're a Mandalorian fan. If you like lightsaber stuff, then maybe stay home. It's a Star Wars movie, yes, but it's a movie about the Mandalorian and Grogu. It's not your traditional lightsaber festival. So if you like the Mandalorian, if you like just having a fun story with characters you know and actually like, then go ahead and go see it while it's still in theaters, because I don't think they'll want to keep it around much longer like how they did Michael Jackson. So that's my thoughts on it.
Name's HFG, and this is my part of the story. For one, my first thought after the movie was that it was really overhated and it was getting a lot of, criticism. And I'm honestly guessing, and if I gotta put this in the most honest way possible, it's either because of the story, or two, because people thought that bringing back Star Wars to the big screen meant some more lightsaber slop. And yes, it's gonna piss some people off, but I mean, we've been getting some of that content on TV shows, and it's kind of Star Wars' own fault for even doing that. So, I mean, and plus it's The Mandalorian. It's not like it's the worst thing ever. Like, a lot of people like Mandalorian, and what can you really say you expected when you went to go watch a Mandalorian movie, considering the show, right? The show is really good and the best thing Star Wars has put out in a long time, or at least since the movies. And honestly, I think the movie is just a nice continuation of that story. And as far as for the whole death thing, I heavily disagree with the whole thing about them soft, whatever the hell, his death, Mando's death. Then does that mean all the characters that were in Rebels and everything else before the sequels, does that mean they're gonna die too? Does that mean they're gonna go out? There's probably an excuse why those newer characters weren't in those sequels, but I just hope that we can get more of Mando in the future, hopefully in a story with maybe future Jedis, maybe Rey if they ever actually decide to do something with her, and whatnot, because Mando is just a nice character to have around, and especially with Grogu also being a fun addition to content in general for Mandalorian. Everything with him was fun. As far as Rada the Hutt goes, I saw saw criticism in the way of, why would you cast someone like Jeremy Allen White to voice a character who's, well, you don't even see his actual face, actor's face, and the voice is like edited, modulated, whatever the hell, right? Like, oh, it's edited, so like you would have just been better off casting someone else anyways. Honestly, sure, if you don't know who he is, then yeah, you won't recognize him, sure. But like, I mean, if you do, then it's just cool to have him there. Either way, it's really not a big deal to complain about. Not like he takes away the budget or anything, so I thought he was cool. The complaints about him, honestly, are invalid, because, I mean, yeah, the voice was a little edited, but like, you could still tell it's him. And if you don't, then good for you, I guess. But I think the movie was, yeah, I agree, like maybe like a 7 out of 10 or something like that. But not a bad movie. Like, I would rewatch it or watch it over some other movies. I actually like it more than the Mario movie that came out this year. I know, crazy to say. I definitely think it's a good movie. But that being said, yeah, that's basically all I gotta say. Not much, but also doesn't need much to be said about. It's just a fun movie. Story-wise, it's not even bad, which is what a lot of people are complaining about. Literally fine. It's a fine story, fine everything. I mean, if you can, go watch it. If you like Mandalorian, might as well go watch it.